With our final student performance, Natalie Aredes comes with her original poetic piece.
Hello, my name is Natalie Aredes, and I'd like to tell you a bit of a backstory of how I came to write this poem. So in early May, I was walking home from school, and it was a really nice day. There was a tree next to the sidewalk, and I noticed that it was beginning to grow these little pink buds of flowers. I was curious about how something so beautiful and innocent could grow on this essentially dead and inhabitable tree, since it was the beginning of spring and everything was just coming back to life. I wanted to tell the story of that peculiar flower and how it managed to survive until spring came, but instead, I decided to tell my own story and how I have dealt with the last couple of years, no matter how harsh they may have been. So without further ado, this is my poem called Spring Day. Today is your first day of middle school. New backpack, new shoes, 10 years old with dreams so high you could almost fly. You're excited and a little nervous, but there's no need to worry, right? I mean, there's no road that hasn't been crossed, no path that hasn't been traveled. So you hold your head up high. New friends, teachers, classes, halls, you think, I can get used to this freedom. You're in 6th grade now. You and your best friend are in all of the same classes. About time. This must be a sign. The universe is finally on my side. I'm going to make this count, my last year at this school. Around Christmas time, you start to hear about, what's it called, the coronavirus? Really, you feel bad, but it's on the other side of the world. These things come and go. The chances of it reaching here is like 0%, but who knows? You're back from winter break, spent in hot and sunny Florida. And now there's a cold draft passing through the classroom as you watch the number of cases rise and rise. But it's on a video so far away, yet you can't help but wonder what may. They sent a call, email, text, it doesn't matter. What's important now is that school is canceled. A week? Wow, this couldn't get any better. It was so much fun. Waking up at noon and early summer break. You made coffee, cake, anything you wanted to do. So many possibilities, so much time. If only you knew. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Classwork starts again, yet you start to fall behind. I don't like this anymore. You miss your friends, your family, getting up in the morning with purpose. The days get hotter and the sun shines brighter. The seasons are changing. At least that will always be the same. You meet your friends, albeit 6 feet apart, but even through their masks, you can see the smiles lit up on their faces. We are connected beyond our physical forms, and that will always be an oasis. September is right around the corner now, and you are in 7th grade. From acorns to oak trees, they say, well, I sure hope I can find my roots, even though half the time I'm away. Have you ever heard of a tree hybrid? How can I survive without basic necessities? Yet, even in the darkest times, you thrive. You produce sunlight from a smile, quench your thirst with flooding streams of knowledge. The foundation is set, now all you need is time. And when given patience, guidance, you rise. You're back in person, full-time, on April 28th. The only reason you still remember is because that's your birthday. 13 years old, a perfectly prime and odd number, yet somehow so very even and whole. The next few weeks are spent with a blur of faces, some new and some old. Finally, you meet the classmates you only recognize by name in their Zoom's profile picture. At last, the forest is bouncing back, filled with shades of vibrant green. No longer are there blank stares of an empty screen. You hope it will stay that way, that it never goes back to before. You look to the future and what tomorrow has in store. You're finally starting 8th grade, the famous 8 Gold class of 2021 to 2022. You've heard stories about the teachers, classes, homework, yet nothing to prepare you for what happened next. You were pushed beyond your limits, expanded your capacities, whether it was climbing a mountaintop or writing essays, coming out of your comfort zone and learning how to lead the way, making new discoveries about the world and governments, learning number theories and how do equations work again? finding out who you are and where your passions lie. This year has been like no other. And now it's all coming to an end, a bittersweet ending to another chapter. 4 years from now, you will look back on this day and see how naive you were. Dear future me, I hope you're a little more smart, sophisticated, and sincere, a little more kind, caring, that you hold no fear, that you grab hold of your dream so tight it burns, yet a fire is lit inside you, and around your passionate axis it shall let the world turn. Today is your first day of high school. Thank you.